Welcome to my special video presentation. Some people are asking me, how did you lose so much weight? Well, I said to them that I'm not losing weight, I'm managing my weight. And let me tell you, from almost 90 kilograms, I went down to about 74.8 kilograms by just removing some stuff from my diet. And one of those things I removed was our normal fufu, gari, pounded yam, semovita, semolina, wheat, and all those things that we use for swallow. When I removed that, I replaced it with something that I want to teach you today how to make. Because after this holiday, you should never come up with a pot belly. I want to show you how to get rid of pot belly. I used to have some kind of pot belly, but hey, when I removed all the heavy carbohydrates from my diet, my pot belly went down and my weight began to look good. I'll show you this. This is a magical herb or vegetable. Yeah, it's a vegetable, but this is cabbage. With cabbage, you can make swallow that replaces all those heavy carbohydrates. If you are struggling with pot belly or with your weight, this is what you need. You need to use cabbage swallow to replace all those other fufu, semolina, like those ones I mentioned. You can use cabbage to replace them. Today I'm going to show you how to make cabbage swallow. It's all over the internet, you can find it, but this is for those that are under my influence. It will help you so that after the holiday you don't come out with pot belly or your waistline, your trousers no longer fit, your skirt no longer zip, and all of that. So I'm going to show you something you need, really need it. You need psyllium husk. You need this, psyllium husk. Now you can find this in any local pharmacy. There are other brands like this one also. You need psyllium husk. But I know that right now in your house, I'm not expecting you to have this because we are all on a compulsory holiday. But I can show you something else you can use. You're going to use it like a binding, substance in the cabbage swallow, because cabbage is very, very little starch. But now you can use our normal Quaker oat, or what we call coca oat or oatmeal. You can use this to replace psyllium husk. I use this. Most people don't use this. But again, remember, it's low-carb diet. This is going to help you, especially if you are dealing with insulin resistance, where after eating carbohydrate, you feel like sleeping, or you are pre-diabetic, or you're already diabetic. This is what you really need, cabbage swallow. So today, we'll go to the kitchen, and I'll show you how to make cabbage swallow. Now you need a blender to blend your cabbage after you cut them. You also need the dry part of the blender. That's if you are not using our psyllium husk. I'm not expecting many of you to have this because some of you are hearing this for the first time. So I'm not expecting you to have these. But in case you don't have a psyllium husk, you can use, of course, your oats, coca oats or Quaker oats or oatmeal, whatever it is. But you are going to blend it dry. That's why you need this. And then you also need, of course, a wooden spatula. This is what you're going to use to stir our pot. That's what we're using. Of course, this is the bowl where our cabbage will be. Now, let's get started. Too smooth. You make sure you leave it a bit rough so that you don't end up losing the entire cabbage. Got it? All right. have our cabbage that we have blended right here in this bowl, and we have some other cabbage to blend. But let me show you something very interesting. Instead of putting another water into this blender to blend the other cabbage, here's what we are going to do. We are going to sieve this one, get the water out, and put it back here to blend the other cabbage. And when you do that, you don't put in too much water and you don't lose the nutrients. And guess what? The water that comes out from this cabbage, some people put it in a glass, put ice in it, and relish it. Powerful. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to sieve it right now and get water in here. This is cabbage that's already sieved. Here's the water. Like I said, some people drink this. It's really nice. You put ice in it. It's nice. All right, nice on ice. All right. So now we have. We're going to use. This is the oatmeal, and here is the psyllium husk. Psyllium husk always comes with its own measuring spoon, which is about 1 teaspoon. But because we are not using psyllium husk, for those of you who don't have it, we are going to use, remember we blended our oatmeal, we're going to use our oatmeal. You just put 1 full teaspoon. Now this is a binder, it holds it together because there's not too much starch. Now this is some carbohydrate right there, but not as you find in fufu or the other stuff. Now here's what some people will do. Some people will use half a teaspoon of palm oil. Now, the reason is to trick their mind that they are still eating gari, because it comes out pretty much like gari. But for the purpose of what we are doing, I don't use this. I don't use it at all. I don't add any other stuff. I even like mine green. All right, so there we go. We are now just going to put on the fire and start up our cooking. Good. Cabbage already done. Now I'll show you. This is a nylon bag right here that we tore, and we're just going to use a little bit of coconut oil to mold it. We put that coconut oil right on the nylon, and you rub it that way, and we are just now going to mold it. This is what we do, right? You put some there, and you do this. We are molding it now. This is going to be for 2 people. So this is for myself and my lovely wife. So you see how you mold it? It comes out really nice. Look at it. Just a little coconut oil to give it that feel, that fufu feel. So, And there you go. Yeah, that's our cabbage swallow right there.